Hello. Let me just come find you real quick while I give everyone a minute to pop on. I found you. Hi, hi, hi. What up, Susan? Hey, Phil. Hi, Sandy. What are you guys doing on a Saturday? Saturday, right? It is Saturday. These little hairs down here drive me nuts, but I just cut my hair again. Hey, Teo. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. I just flexed so that my arms looked ripped when I was doing this, just so you guys know. I did actually do that. Oh, that's actually the, it's the fountain for the pool. It's actually a filter. Do you know when I just always thought it was like a thing for ambiance or to be pretty, but it's not. It's actually like a filter for the entire pool system, which I didn't know until recently. Hi, hey Dawn, how are you? Okay, so tell me what you guys are doing on a Saturday. I'm genuinely curious. I know what you're doing. You're learning, which is what this whole thing is about. You guys are gonna laugh your ass off when I go through what I'm going through right now. Nice echo, sounds very relaxing. I'm glad. I used to always wonder, I used to put my earbuds in because I was worried that was going to be too loud, but that's good for me to know that it's relaxing. I never watched my Facebook Lives back, so I never really found out. Sometimes the airplanes go by and that's obnoxious though. Or one time there was a bird that was so loud, it just kept going like, wah, wah, and like wouldn't stop, and it was so loud I was trying to do a training. It was like a high-end group too. It was so annoying. Hey, what's up, Corey? How are you, brother? Hi, Julia. Okay, so as per the standard is with Mandy Perry brand, we're just gonna jump right in and say the things that nobody else is talking about. I had this experience. A friend of mine who I was just talking to and laughing about it had this experience. All of my clients have mentioned it. I think at some point in the entrepreneurial journey, you've probably had this experience. And that is feeling like people won't just tell you the answers to the things you're looking for, right? Because a lot of this journey is mindset and really getting your energy behind things. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to learn how to do something, and it feels like everybody thinks how is contagious. And it's like, no, we're not going to talk about how you're going to do this. How are you going to build your business? How did you have, 80K month? How did you build your business organically? How did you, structure your email list? How did you structure your whatever thing? How did you everything, right? And I seriously need you guys to tell me below if you've had this experience, feeling like in the field, the people ahead of us just won't give us the answer. Like they won't tell you how they did it. Like either they forget, like they just, like you act like maybe you've been doing this so long that you actually forget what you did to build it in the beginning, or you can't be fucked to do it, which is probably never the answer. That's what I used to always think, like, oh, you just are lazy, so you're not telling me the answer, or like you just, like, this is boring to you, or this, like, you just don't want to deal with this, right? So, or it's not how they did it. They did it a different way, or maybe they already had success and they just, shifted their business. Like I remember one mentor had success in the music industry and then shifted into coaching, which is not the same thing as, it's not this, someone's text message just popped down and I joked around with this person and said, one time it distracted me because nothing usually distracts me on live. And then now every time that person texts, it always distracts me just because I said it that one time. That's what I get. So, or like they had success in another area and they never built their business from scratch. So they actually, they don't know how to do whatever it is you're trying to do because they never had to do that. So, I mean, I'm sure there's other scenarios, but what I'm looking for is the people who I get some circular response and I'm like, yes, I'm looking for the people that are confused by, I get this is mindset. Like you're smart enough. You know it's mindset. You know it's 80% mindset. That is proven facts. That's what it is. The group that I just ran, I'm still running. It's still finishing up. The Happy and Wealthy 30-day program. I taught mindset the whole time. I haven't even given them strategy yet. And people are like, I got my first client. I got a full paid client after having a dry spell for a year. I got a paid in full. I raised my prices. It's just nonstop getting results and making money. And all I did was teach them concepts and mindset, which, by the way, I've just opened up the year-long experience. And you guys are gonna absolutely shit when you see what that is, what you get and everything that you get. It's a high-end one. I designed it to be a 1K investment, and then I dropped the price by half. It's fucking next level. And you're gonna be tempted to not understand the value you get because of the pricing, but I'll teach my strategy in the group behind that. Now, that almost just goes against what I just said, but it doesn't at all. So here's the deal. It feels like the people ahead of us, we'll hire them, or we'll do their program, or we'll be in their mastermind, or they'll be our coach, or whatever it is, and then we'll ask a question, and then we don't get the freaking answer. It's like the answer is something that's not the answer, and then you feel frustrated and annoyed because you didn't just get the answer. And I've had that experience, and I know basically everybody else has had the experience. One person had the courage, unless I missed it, one person had the courage to admit it. Dawn had courage. But oh, thanks, Susan just dropped the link for that if you're interested in that. But I'm pretty sure we've all had this experience. And it feels like, well, what are you studying so that you learned all of this stuff and then you understood how to do this? How do you create all that content? Like, where do you even learn this shit from? How did you figure that stuff out? How did you build that thing? How did you do that? How do you get this much comments? How do you get engagement? How did you build a $500,000 business on track for 7 figures without even using Facebook ads? How did you reach those numbers in your quarter? How do you even know what the fuck a quarter is in your business? How do you hire those people? How do you employ 9 people? How do you structure it? When you do hire them, what roles do people do? It's like endless amounts of questions and questions and questions and questions, right? Like, how do you know what to put on this platform and versus this platform? What do you put on Instagram? How do you repurpose things? Do I have to do like new creation for every single thing? How am I supposed to show up on every single platform and then still take time for myself and do things for myself? How do I know what my purpose is in life? How do I really truly know what my purpose is? How do I know what my brand is? Am I branding? And it's like all these endless questions, right? So then you get in groups or you get a mentor and you get in a tribe and then you ask the question and there's no answer for it. And you're frustrated or you're pissed off. So my friend and I were laughing hysterically because I basically was like, I'm just gonna be super blunt with you. So the new program I have coming up, I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. Where's my people? Send me your heart shares. If you're new, tell me that you're new. Tell me where you're from so I can come say hi to you after and I can learn who you are. I love to learn who all my people are and learn your names and where you're from. And if you're on the replay, #replay. If you find value in this, please share. I love when my people share. Okay, and for sure tell me if you've had this experience because it is a thing. It's a real thing and nobody talks about it. It's like you're not allowed to talk about this. You're not allowed to say, like, my mentor's an asshole because I keep asking these questions and they won't answer my questions. So my girlfriend and I were just like dying laughing about this because we're like, what the fuck? I asked this question and this is the answer I got. Like, that's not an answer. That doesn't qualify as a fucking answer. So this is what I have done. What I have done is I just chucked all the rules out the motherfucking window, right? In my 30-day experience, I teach, like, if you guys go to the sales page that my team just dropped, it's really just an information page. I did it different than I've ever done. Even just the content that I put at the bottom, which are these concepts. So I sat down for hours and I thought, what are all the concepts that I shifted and I learned? And I tracked those down. And that's why the people in this group are having such massive breakthrough and are freaking out. And we all just love each other and we're just having the time of our fucking lives. And everybody was like, yes, we're doing this for a year. Like literally people crying because we get to do this for a year together. Like that's the vibe of this. That was all based off of my like ahas and the things I realized and just sharing openly all the stuff I've learned, right? Which is why I designed this program coming up for an entire year. People get results without me teaching any strategy simply because we're removing the blocks from their success. Now, then I got to the place like, okay, I already figured that out. I'm just gonna literally share. I organized and got like an entire year's worth of like everything I've invested and I've learned, my resources, the people I've learned from, I'm gonna share all of those breakthroughs that I had so other people can have the breakthroughs. Literally why I wake up in the fucking morning. Literally why I wake up in the morning is so other people who were suffering the way I used to be suffering, who couldn't figure it out, who just didn't understand and they were anxious and they were depressed a little bit and money was like scaring them and they just wanted to take care of their fucking family and make sure they could take care of their parents when they're old and give their kids a life that they never used to have. They wanted a home that felt like a home for their kids. They wanted to travel and become seasoned and be able to take their kids with them, right? Like that's it. And I don't want to be scared about money. I just want to be able to do the things in life and enjoy life and expand and have fucking fun and be happy, right? I literally will do anything to bring that message and those gifts to the world so that people can transform into that. There's nothing I won't do within my integrity to help people to have those things, right? So I'm building this out so that it's freely accessible to people and people can start to learn these concepts. Now, the phase 2 was like, okay, I got that done. They're already having massive transformation. I'm just handing that down. I was super triggered because I'm like, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn these things and I'm handing it down. That program was a $500 program. The investment for the experience that's coming up that we start on the 15th, $555 a month. That is like mind blowing, right? Anyone at my level would normally charge thousands for this. But not only that, I was like, no, we're going further. My biggest frustration when I was going through the business is like, why won't people freaking give me the, like, tell me how you did it. You need to freaking tell me how you did it. You can't not answer that question. It's not okay. Like, I don't want another goddamn fucking journal prompt. If you give me another goddamn fucking journal prompt, I'm going to burn every journal that I know, right? And I say this in jest and I say it laughing because obviously doing that kind of work is 80% of your success. And so I teach 80% of that. Like I hone on that, and that's such a big part of what I do, right? Yes, thank you for the laughing because it's fucking true. And it's funny because I resist and do that work, and when I do that work, I have the most breakthrough. If you went through my house, you would see like the mad scientist vibes everywhere. Like I just got these big sticky notes everywhere with all my reminders, and it's all mindset. Like it's all how I feel, what I'm calling in. It's what I choose to show up every single day. So I'm not looking at my current circumstances and making decisions. I'm looking at my, like, this is where I'm headed, and I'm making decisions based on where I'm headed, right? So my whole house is filled with that. I have marker boards everywhere and flip charts and like fucking everywhere. It's mayhem, right? And I have like literally like journals, like a million journals, and they're all half full and they're labeled on the sides. That's what I do. I label them all on the side. Like this is for, you know, sales that I'm learning. This is for mindset that I'm learning. This is for, you know, branding that I'm learning. And I label them all and stick them on a shelf, which feels very savvy to me. So what I decided to do is teach every single how, literally, like specifically. Like, so I was just talking to a girlfriend of mine and she was like, well, when you hire people, how do you hire them? And then like, it feels like I'm just hiring two people to do the same thing. And I was like, no, like you hire one person and then they both learn the same thing so that everyone knows how to do whatever you don't want to do, but then you just divide up the tasks. So maybe I'll have my assistant will take my blog and she will draft that for me in the emails. And then she will create, like she'll take my copy that I give her and she'll create the sales page for me. Now the assistant may go in and do edits or tweaks in there, or she may go in and edit something that she's done. So it's like, you have the tasks that are separate, and I gave her specific examples and we were laughing because she was like, that's it. It's the specific examples that help. It's the specifics of like a very thought through answer. When you ask me how to do, like, how do I create content for each different platform without being overwhelmed, right? Having a specific answer for that means a lot. And I've recognized this, and I've recognized because my own coach reminds me like Mandy, you said it 100 times, like you're here to create the thing you couldn't find, right? Like we all know this concept. You see a need in the world and you fill the need. You guys want that, right? Y'all want to fill the need that you see in the world, correct? So when you're looking at, I wish this, I wish this, I wish this, you basically design a program that gives all of that to your clients because that's what your value system is. All your energy is going to be behind that, right? So I was like, not only am I going to give them every single mindset shift and transformation that I've learned being at all these like very expensive events, that's what it is. And that's why it triggered me. So I was like, really? Like I could be charging thousands of dollars for this, but it's not what I want. It's not what I want. I have people that move to my high-end stuff consistently and my business keeps expanding and I keep crushing new numbers, and my heart is in creating a community and a tribe of people that actually love each other, that actually support each other, and actually feel better, actually do good, actually get massive results, have no resistance to moving forward into their purpose. And when they hit the resistance, we work through it, shift to the other side, and actually know how to do the things. Actually know how. Like there's actually a specific answer for the questions on how to do things. So I know that a lot of coaches at my level or in my field don't want to answer the how questions. But what I realized recently, especially with like the program with like the 30-day Happy and Wealthy, has just been so healing even for me to just be in there and doing life with these girls and these guys. It's like, what I realized was I do actually. That's how I think, right? Like how I think is like, let's get you set up and structured from the beginning with a really strong foundation. And when you have this really strong foundation and you're building a business and a company and a brand that actually embodies the things that matter to you and highlight and accentuate your gifts, you're gonna take it to the moon and the stars. It's all the way to the fucking stars. You're not gonna do like the start, stop, I don't know what I'm doing, messy, chaos, I got a little bit more results, and then I have to do all these things again, and then I got a little more results, and then stop, and I can do all these friggin' things again. It's like, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna learn this, I'm gonna try to figure these things out. I mean, that's absolute shit. It's just not meant to be that way. It's not. So, yes, you cannot ignore the mindset. If you do, you're just not gonna get very far. That's it. And you'll get somewhere, but you'll be in so much tension and it won't be an enjoyable experience. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, we aren't here to just do this. We're here to have an enjoyable experience, to enjoy the experience of building our business, to have fun, to serve people, to feel like we're making a difference in people's lives, to have our clients getting massive results and massive breakthroughs and watching them find each other and building a tribe and a community and all the things that make our heart lit the fuck up. And if you're anything like me, you're absolutely just wanting to feel like I'm a genius. Look how I cannot believe I'm learning this much. I'm learning finances. I'm learning, breakthrough in my mindset. I'm learning how to support my clients. I'm learning how to be a better mom, how to travel better, how to, hire better, how to all the pieces and parts of our lives. I'm learning romance better and intimacy better and vulnerability better and marketing and sales and team management. And I'm learning like the artist parts of things, and I'm learning all the parts of my business, and all of my life is expanding. Now maybe I'm going to buy some expensive things and embrace the fact that I've been successful. Maybe I'm going to move to my dream home. Maybe I'm going to hire these people to support my children. And it's like, we just keep going. It's like 1%, and we just keep absorbing and going to that next level. And it's like the smooth, it is smooth. It's like this, it's like when you're doing this the way that I choose to do life, what happens is you're always focused on the way that you're moving to that next 1%, how you're taking all of your life with you, all of your tribe with you, and we're just scaling life. We're just scaling life. It gets easier, it gets funner, it gets more savvy. You learn to be able to handle so many more different situations, and you become more in alignment and in integrity, right? Like you learn what your values are. You learn what your gifts are. You learn, like, it's not, you don't just get to go, you're not going to go and fill out take an audio thing and fill out a little paper and all of a sudden know what your shit is. That's not how it works. It's a journey. It happens over time. And if you don't have the fundamentals down, you're just going to keep hitting those walls and keep hitting those walls and keep hitting those walls and wondering why this and why that, why won't this work? And your head is not where it belongs. And you know what? I feel like that's a tragedy. It's an absolute tragedy, because your gifts, you are fucking genius, and you have so many powerful gifts to give to the world, and you have a heart that actually wants to heal and support and thrive, and you understand expansion, you understand abundance, and you're open to that, right? And so, like, if that's the case, we cannot having you being bogged down because because you flew past the fundamentals and you never got these done. You never got these down, right? Like maybe you opted into somewhere where people were already past that. Maybe you were in an environment where that wasn't valuable. Maybe you heard it, but not in a way where you really understood it and integrated it, right? This is why I'm doing the year-long, because the whole point is to actually implement these things into your life. It's not just about hearing it. We all love that. We love to hear, we love to learn, we love to absorb, and it makes us feel good. But if you're not implementing it into your life, then you don't actually know shit, right? You only know, if you know it, there's evidence in your life of it. Some things pertaining to business are just intuitive and natural for other entrepreneurs. For anyone else, more natural talent and gifts. So if you're not necessarily aware of the linear approach or how strategy you used during the time you just did, I bet if you asked a guy who had a lot of success with meeting women, attracting them, and dating them, about how he did it and to give him a step-by-step approach. I literally was just thinking about this today. I 100% agree with you. Because especially if you're on a fast track and you're flying through, you're not intuitively actually paying attention to how you did things, right? Completely agree. He's not consciously tracking the process. He just does it. Not sure if this helped, but I find usually people don't want to confuse it. They just don't give a simple answer. Or they don't know what the answer is, or it's sometimes really, let's be honest, sometimes your mindset's just shit and you don't need a how. You just don't need a freaking how. You need the mindset work right now. And also, it's nice to have the how. It just is what it is. We're all feeling the same thing. All I ever do is come in here and talk about the things that everybody's thinking and feeling. Everybody here is thinking like, I wish somebody would just tell me how to do this. Like, just specifically step by step, show me how to do this thing, right? Everyone's feeling it. It's okay. And I think everyone's also smart enough, like I'm talking to an advanced audience here, right? So everyone here also knows that if your mindset's shit, then everything else is going to be shit too. Mindset has to be on point. But strategy is a big deal. Having how handed down to you is a really big fucking deal. I pay lots of money for people to just answer my questions directly and hand down the information to me and have those answers. That is really important to me. And I don't have to jump through hoops. I can just go straight to the source. Yeah, I love what you said, Scott. Totally agree. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal with the experience. If this is who it's directly for, I'm just gonna be so blunt and honest with you because literally this is the opportunity of a lifetime. This is for people and only for people who are ready to go all in, ready to do this damn thing, and will support the rest of the people in the community and tribe. Like, we're really a close-knit family. That is the whole point. Like, we're really supporting each other. We're doing life together. We're showing up on each other's feeds, and we're supporting each other, and we're commenting, and we're engaging, and we're getting to know the other people, and we're present with other people when they're really struggling through something, and we're like, it's doing life together truly. Like, I really mean it's doing life together. It's not another group where you go in and like, here's your information, go fend for yourself. Like, that's not what this is for. If it's for those people who aren't looking for community and tribes, this is not for you. This is for the people who value three things: a community of people who are like-minded and will cheer you on, and you're available there to cheer them on. Number one, most important thing. Number two, you get that mindset is a really big fucking deal, and that it actually contributes to your foundation. So it's for people whose intention is, my standard for my business is that it will have a solid foundation. I don't care where you are. If you're getting your first client or if you have your 50, 60, 70, 80K months, doesn't matter. It's all the same. The same exact fundamental pieces that I used to build my first 400K year is what I'm using to scale to my 7-figure year. It's the exact same fundamentals, right? So it's also for people who are like, what I'm available for is building a business where my people feel loved and they feel well taken care of, and I do things with excellence, and I actually am creating a community and a tribe of people that love each other, support each other, and that my clients feel like they're the most important fucking people on the planet. And I'm driven by this desire to impact the world. I'm driven by this desire to take care of the people I love, and I'm driven by this desire to have complete fucking total freedom financially and time, and have literal freedom in that area, right? So that's the second thing. The third part of this is actually getting the direct answers to how, which I was like, okay, Mandy, my job is to track with my clients, to be present with you, to get to know you, to build a friendship with you. Yet I'm offering a year long where you have access to me in a private group where I'm truly tracking with you. I'm going to know you. I'm going to know your fucking name. I'm going to know your story. I'm going to know what you do. I'm going to know your like where you're at in this journey. And I'm going to be present and accountable to you to answer your shit, right? So I was like, okay, that's $555 a month. That's very low entry for something like this. And I'm going to be in there tracking with you the whole time. So I haven't decided on what the number is, but it absolutely is limited. Obviously it can't be too big because you're getting my full attention, and you're gonna get the attention of all the community and the tribe. So this is an offer that you're never gonna find. You're never gonna find something like this as someone that has the results that I do at this price point. And my one ask, this is my one ask. I have one ask as a give back for offering something so incredible to the community and tribe. And that is, please only enter into this if your heart is to be present with everybody else in there, right? It's not going to consume your time. We have all these stories, right? But like, what's the most painful thing in life? Feeling like nobody knows you. Nobody gets how hard this has been for you. Nobody understands all the fucking days when you woke up and you pushed yourself and you showed up one more fucking time for your family. You showed up one more time for the people you love. You wiped your tears away. You hid in the shower and cried. You pushed yourself anyway. You worked through the feelings, the pain, the emotion, the old shit and fears and stuff that came up, and you show up again, and you show up again, and you learn, and you grow, and you expand, and you go to that next level again and again, and you never fucking quit, and you never stop, and you just keep having this drive and this fire inside to support the people that you love. And you've never really gotten validation for that. You've never really gotten credit for that. And you might even feel like you don't have the kind of friendships or tribe in your life where there's a value exchange, right? It might feel like you're either helping someone or they're helping you. And that's how it always is. It's never like an equal, just like there's an exchange of value here, especially pertaining to building your business, right? So my one ask is that this community is full of people who are ready to show up for everyone else and actually connect and build friendships, which I know can be triggering for people. And if it's triggering for you, then this is exactly the place for you, right? Because it would be triggering as shit for me too, right? Like, I'm an introvert massively. So that's what this tribe and that's what this environment and community is for. It's a place where you can ask anything, where you can tell us anything. It's a safe, I hold a strong, powerful container for people. It's a safe place. All of you is welcome. Every fucking part of you is welcome. Everybody belongs. Everybody's equal and everybody's seen and valued in the community. That's the community that I'm building. I'm very fucking clear about this. And my other value is that you will have your hows answered. Like, we literally will design content for any of the hows that you need. And the most important piece is that we're building friendships, we're having a community, and like, you have no idea what waking up every day, just having like, you know, a group of people that know you, tracked with you, know what you have going on, are checking in with you, are engaging on your content in your feed, and then having answers from someone that's ahead of you that can answer the things and plug stuff in for you and track with you and just like, let this be easy while we're building that foundation, that strong fucking foundation, so that when you're moving forward and when you're advancing, it's not shaky and it's not cracking and you're not going back and wondering if this is right or that's right. You have a strong fucking foundation so that the people in your community are feeling loved and they're getting massive, powerful results and they're fucking raving about you, and that's how your business organically blows up. Happens every single time. How many times has someone told you like, oh my God, you gotta check this girl out, she's so amazing, or you gotta check this guy out, he's so amazing, and you did, and then you purchased from that person? Because when somebody tells you, oh my God, this girl's amazing, you gotta go check out her shit, her community, you have no idea. When my people hop on here and they're like, no, get on the 30-day, like the 30-day experience was so amazing, you guys have to get into this program, that is something that will sell more than any kind of sales, copy, or marketing, you know, things that I do, anything like that. That'll sell 100 times more than that, because we believe other people when they don't have a perceived agenda. Does that make sense? This is super incredible. Having this experience with you and others the last 3 weeks has felt truly incredible. Yay! Mandy was in our group with us. It is, and we're extending this out for an entire year, and the energy is going to stay the same. So that is why my only ask is come in with the intention of community and tribe, full-on support, and expecting to get what you need, and included with support and answers for the how-tos. Like, that's the intention here. And the foundation is a really big deal. It really is. Thanks for saying that, Mandy. Okay, what else do I have to say here? I still think it's kind of funny that we're just gonna go ahead and talk about the fact that we feel like nobody answers how, and it's some kind of circular was a good word for it. Some kind of like mystery thing where the how questions just float away. I feel like we're not allowed to talk about it. I'm like, no, whenever we're not allowed to talk about it, that's exactly what we're fucking talking about, right? Okay, so the details of the program, I forgot, I didn't even tell you, sorry. The details of the program are, it's a weekly Q&A. Sometimes it's going to be a piece that I've created for you guys. Like, there's some basic, powerful, foundational things that we're just gonna go over, and those things are pre-recorded. There's mostly weekly Q&A. I'm in there every fucking day, being present with you guys, you know, going through this journey with you guys together. It feeds my soul. It feeds me to be in there, to watch you guys wake up. I'm like, oh my God, I fucking get it. And you start shifting, you start implementing those boundaries and making those shifts and growing, and all of a sudden, whoa, results, right? Like, watching people go through that is everything. It's why I fucking wake up in the morning, right? So like, yes, I'm in there with you guys. This is what I do. And then of course, like, people wonder like, well, why would you do it so low? Why? Because I want to reach everybody. That's number one. I'm just being honest. Number two is because it's also smart for my business, because as I do that, people get to experience, I told you the planes were loud. People get to experience what it's like to be in my energy. They get to experience what kind of tribe I build. They get to experience what this journey is like, and they start to understand, oh, you get massive results with this kind of support, like massive results. Like, this is a whole nother level. Like, oh, this is how she got results so fast, because this is the kind of energy that we live in every single day. And then those people will naturally join other things and move up the chain and, you know, move into the Diamond Mastermind or do other high-end events or in-person events. And there are two other bonuses. I guess I was undecided if I was going to tell you guys about it, but I guess I will. One, you get also, I know, like, this isn't fucking good enough. You also get year-long access to the Millionaire Mind membership, which is like all tech platform trainings, meditations, like everything. Like, there's so much shit in there. It's been running for months and months. Every single week there's content put in there. So it's all organized. It's an organized library for you with all the how-tos, and you can always request anything to go in there. So you have a full year's access to that. And we're gonna do a live event together. So like, not only are we doing live together, but then we're gonna do a fucking live event together. It'll probably be here in Sarasota, Florida. So I literally can't wait for that. That was like the fucking greatest thing ever that I figured out. So I feel like the people who belong in here damn well know, like, oh my God, right? Like some people, it's gonna be like holy shit, someone at that level doing it at this price range, like will jump in instantly just like that. They'll be done, they'll be in. And for other people, it'll still be something that you get to consider and you get to feel out if this feels right for you. I just want, like, it is limited, and obviously I have to make it limited, right? I have to do a limited amount of, because my standard is that my clients get me tracking with them and being present with them. So it will be limited. So if you feel like this really resonates to you, I really wouldn't miss this. I would not miss this. It's going to change your motherfucking life. End of story. This will change your life. So if you feel a hell yes, then go ahead and get in. And my team dropped the link below. Also, let me know if you guys have any questions about this or if you have anything come up about this. It's a lot because I'm going to hit you from all three angles, right? So if you have anything come up or if you have any questions about it, just drop a link below and let me know. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Thanks, Susan. Okay, that was all. I just wanted to let you guys know about it because I dropped it to my private community and I hadn't actually gone public and told anybody about it now. So I wanted to let you guys know because it is limited spots in there. Okay, have a fantastic Saturday. I love you so much. Make sure if you're new, you let me know or hashtag replay so I can come say hi to you. Okay, love you guys.